All starts so quietly. Maybe it's just one purchase you didn't plan for or a loan you thought you'd pay off quickly. Perhaps you tell yourself, I'll sort it out next month. At first, it doesn't feel like a big deal. The numbers seem manageable and you're confident you'll catch up soon. But as time passes, those numbers start to feel less like simple math and more like a weight you carry every day. The pressure builds slowly, almost unnoticed, until it becomes a constant presence in your life. It has a way of transforming from just numbers on a page to a feeling you can't shake. What started as a manageable sum now feels like a shadow that follows you everywhere. It's not just about owing money anymore, it's about the anxiety and stress that come with it. You start to notice how debt affects your mood, your sleep, and even your relationships. The emotional weight becomes heavier than the financial one, and escaping starts to feel harder than you ever imagined. Why does it feel so difficult to get out of debt? The answer goes beyond simple calculations. Debt isn't just about numbers, it's about speed and momentum. The longer you wait, the faster it seems to grow. It's not just a matter of paying back what you owe, it's about keeping up with something that's always moving ahead. This feeling of running in place, never making real progress, can be exhausting and discouraging. It works like a treadmill that slowly speeds up while you're still walking. At first, you can keep up without much effort, but as interest accumulates, the pace quickens. Soon, you're struggling to stay on your feet, and eventually you're running just to avoid falling behind. Even when you make payments, it feels like you're not getting anywhere because a portion of your money goes toward interest, not the actual debt. This relentless pace makes it feel like you're stuck, no matter how hard you try. Interest is what makes debt so tricky. It's the price you pay for borrowing money, and it quietly adds up over time. When you make a payment, not all of it goes toward reducing what you owe. A chunk of it is just paying for the time you borrowed the money. This means that even if you're making payments, your progress can feel painfully slow. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. The more you pour in, the more it leaks out. Today's world, money often feels invisible. With digital payments and credit cards, you don't physically feel the cash leaving your hand. This makes spending almost painless in the moment. You swipe, click, or tap, and it's done. But the consequences don't show up until later when the bill arrives, and it's much harder to react calmly. This disconnect between spending and feeling the loss makes it easier to fall into debt without even realizing it. When you don't see or touch the money you're spending, it's easy to underestimate how much is going out. The pain of parting with cash is replaced by the convenience of digital transactions. This makes it tempting to spend more, especially when you're stressed or looking for a quick pick-me-up. But those small, painless purchases can add up quickly, turning into a much bigger problem down the road. The real impact of your spending doesn't hit until later. When the bill finally arrives, it can be a shock. By then, it's harder to react calmly or make a plan. The disconnect between the act of spending and the consequences makes it easy to fall into a cycle of debt. You might not even realize how deep you're in until it feels overwhelming. Debt doesn't just affect your wallet, it affects your mind. It feeds on hope and delay. You might tell yourself, next month will be better, or I'll earn more soon. These thoughts help you cope with stress, but they also make it easy to postpone taking action. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to break free from the cycle. Hope can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it keeps you going during tough times. On the other, it can make you believe that things will improve on their own. This optimism can lead to delay, putting off tough decisions or necessary changes. Over time, these delays add up, making the problem bigger and harder to solve. When stress builds up, people often look for ways to escape. Instead of withdrawing, they might seek comfort in small purchases or treats. These little acts of relief can feel good in the moment, but they quietly add to the debt problem. It's a cycle. Stress leads to spending, which leads to more stress, and the cycle continues. Small purchases can become a form of emotional relief. When you're feeling down or overwhelmed, buying something new can give you a quick boost. But these moments of happiness are short-lived and the debt remains. Over time, these small acts of relief can quietly add up, making it even harder to escape the debt trap. Debt often feels like quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you seem to sink. It's not that escape is impossible, but the effort you put in doesn't always match the progress you see. This can be discouraging and make it feel like you're stuck, even when you're trying your best to get out. One of the hardest parts about escaping debt is that your effort doesn't always lead to visible progress. You might be making payments every month, but the balance barely moves. This mismatch between effort and results can make it tempting to give up. But understanding this dynamic is key to staying motivated and pushing through. Debt doesn't appear overnight. It grows through a series of repeated decisions, small choices made day after day. The good news is that it can also be reversed the same way. By making small, consistent changes, you can start to turn things around. It's not about one big breakthrough, but about steady progress over time. It's easy to underestimate the power of small changes. Cutting back on a daily coffee or skipping an impulse buy might not feel like much, but over time these small actions add up. Consistency is more important than making a single big move. Every positive step, no matter how small, brings you closer to financial freedom. It's important to remember that debt isn't a locked cage. It might feel confining, but it's not impossible to escape. Debt is more like a direction you're moving in. The moment you stop moving deeper into it, you start to turn things around. This shift in perspective can make all the difference. The first step to escaping debt is to change direction. Instead of adding to what you owe, focus on making choices that reduce your debt. This might mean cutting back on spending, increasing your income, or both. The important thing is to stop moving deeper into debt and start making progress toward getting out. There's no perfect time to start tackling debt. Waiting for the right moment often leads to more delay. The best time to start is now. Taking action, even if it's small, sets you on a new path. Each step you take builds momentum and brings you closer to your goal. Momentum is powerful. Once you start making progress, even small wins can motivate you to keep going. Celebrate each milestone, no matter how minor it seems. Over time, these victories add up and you'll find yourself moving faster toward your goal. The key is to keep moving forward one step at a time. Keeping track of your progress is essential. Write down your debts, payments, and goals. Seeing your progress on paper can make the journey feel more real and manageable. It also helps you stay motivated and focused on your long-term objectives. Every payment, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. Facing your debt head-on can be intimidating, but it's a crucial step. Avoiding the problem only makes it worse. Take a clear look at your financial situation and make a plan. Understanding where you stand is the first step toward making meaningful changes. Setting clear, achievable goals can make a big difference. Break your debt down into smaller, manageable pieces. Focus on paying off one debt at a time or set monthly targets. Achieving these smaller goals will give you the confidence to tackle bigger challenges. Don't wait until you're debt-free to celebrate. Every small win is worth acknowledging. Whether it's paying off a credit card or sticking to your budget for a month, these victories matter. They remind you that progress is possible and keep you motivated for the journey ahead. Everyone makes mistakes with money. The important thing is to learn from them and move forward. Reflect on what led you into debt and what you can do differently next time. Use your experiences as lessons to build better habits and avoid repeating the same patterns. Changing your habits is key to escaping debt. Focus on building routines that support your financial goals. This might mean tracking your spending, setting a budget, or finding new ways to save. Over time, these habits become second nature and help you stay on track. You don't have to face debt alone. Seeking support from friends, family, or financial advisors can make a big difference. Sharing your goals and challenges can help you stay accountable and motivated. Sometimes, just knowing you're not alone can make the journey feel less overwhelming. Having someone to check in with can boost your progress. An accountability partner can encourage you, celebrate your wins, and help you stay on track. Whether it's a friend, family member, or professional, having support makes it easier to stick to your plan. Identify what triggers your spending. Is it stress, boredom, or social pressure? Once you know your triggers, you can find healthier ways to cope. This might mean taking a walk, calling a friend, or finding a new hobby. Avoiding triggers helps you stay focused on your financial goals. Instead of turning to shopping for relief, look for other ways to manage stress. Exercise, meditation, or creative hobbies can provide the same emotional boost without adding to your debt. Finding healthy alternatives makes it easier to break the cycle of emotional spending. A budget is a powerful tool for escaping debt. Start by listing your income and expenses. Identify areas where you can cut back and set limits for discretionary spending. Sticking to a budget helps you control your money and make steady progress toward your goals. Look for expenses you can reduce or eliminate. This might mean canceling subscriptions, eating out less, or finding cheaper alternatives. Every dollar you save can go toward paying down your debt. Small sacrifices now can lead to big rewards later. If possible, look for ways to increase your income. This could mean taking on a side job, freelancing, or selling unused items. Extra income can accelerate your progress and help you pay off debt faster. Every bit helps when you're working toward financial freedom. Automating your debt payments can help you stay consistent. Set up automatic transfers so you never miss a payment. This reduces stress and ensures you're always making progress, even when life gets busy. Regularly review your budget and progress. Adjust your plan as needed to stay on track. Life changes and your financial plan should too. Staying flexible helps you overcome obstacles and keep moving forward. Staying motivated can be tough, especially when progress is slow. Remind yourself why you started and visualize your goals. Surround yourself with positive influences and celebrate every step forward. Motivation is the fuel that keeps you going. Improving your financial literacy can make a big difference. Learn about interest rates, budgeting, and smart spending. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to make good decisions and avoid future debt. As you work to pay off your current debt, avoid taking on new debt. This means saying no to unnecessary purchases and resisting the temptation to use credit cards. Focus on living within your means and building a solid financial foundation. An emergency fund can protect you from future debt. Set aside a small amount each month for unexpected expenses. Having a financial cushion helps you handle surprises without relying on credit. Consistency is key to escaping debt. Stick to your plan even when it's tough. Progress might be slow at times, but every step counts. Over time, your efforts will add up and you'll see real results. Take time to visualize your life without debt. Imagine the freedom, relief, and opportunities that come with financial stability. Keeping this vision in mind can help you stay focused and motivated even when the journey gets tough. Escaping debt is a journey, not a sprint. There will be ups and downs along the way. Stay patient and persistent, and remember that every effort brings you closer to your goal. The journey may be long, but the rewards are worth it. As you work your way out of debt, take time to redefine your relationship with money. Focus on using money as a tool for security and growth, not just spending. Building healthy financial habits will serve you well for years to come. No matter how deep you feel in debt, financial freedom is possible. It takes time, effort, and consistency, but you can get there. Remember, debt is a direction, not a life sentence. The moment you stop moving deeper into it, you start your journey out. Every journey out of debt is also a journey towards something new, a life with less stress, more choices, and greater peace of mind. Remember, it's not about perfection but about progress. With each step, you're building a stronger, more secure future for yourself.